HUE Fest is an annual tournament run by Harrisburg University. One of our main competitors. We love the tournament. We love participating in it, and we've had pretty good success, you could say, in the tournament.
Let's go, boys!
It's annual, and it's usually in early fall, which means it's the first time that the teams will compete in a new season. So you'll see a lot of new faces, new players who will pick up playing. So it's exciting. You know, everyone's getting back into it, and you just kind of see where everyone's at, what the new roster's looking like, see everyone's face kind of thing. But it's always a fun start to the year.
Going into this year, the biggest change that I wanted to make is I wanted to make sure that I was giving both groups like an equal and ample amount of time, you know, just then. And, you know, last year's B team was just kind of like the people that weren't starting, just kind of put together. And I really wanted to avoid that. I really wanted to make sure that each team had their own identity and they had their own cohesive game plans and they each had their individual attention. So, you know, I kind of break up practice differently this year and, you know, make sure to give everyone the attention that they need. And, you know, the goal was to improve on last year's results. That's like active stuff, just like drawing and getting depressed and having anxiety and that sort of stuff. And it's fresh, you know, for the first couple months. That ball, it almost feels like.
Well, HUE Fest is pretty much the biggest collegiate event this semester. So until CELO, you don't see much of collegiate teams. So making a big statement in this tournament is super important, especially for Maryville, because we want to send the message that we're the best team, not even just A team, but also B team.
Can I help you? He's just hiding like in his little bush, like spying on me, just putting food on my plate.
You're like a deer drinking
Yeah.
from a pond.
He's just waiting to attack me or something. Don't fuck with it.
All right. First things first. First things first. Let's understand what games we got today. We got 3 group games, and then we got a BO3. So 5-6 games, depending on how we look at it today. So not as long of a day as we thought it'd be, but you know, still not that short either. So got the group stuff. There's no information for the playoff bracket yet. 0. So the only thing that we have to operate on right now is just groups. So we'll just hit our groups, talk about the group, and we'll be good to go. Cool.
Yeah, so we were scrimming against a lot of the teams that we were going to be playing against the tournament going into it, and we pretty much just rolled everyone. Yeah, so going in, we were just super confident. We didn't expect to even drop a game to anyone. Yeah, we were super confident going in, just seeing all the teams. We were really familiar again for everyone. No one was really an unknown to us.
Let's kick things off for his birthday present, the Harrisburg University Esports Festival, as you said. We have 2 whole days of League of Legends. Today will be groups. We're going to play best of 1 matches. The top 2 or 3 teams, depending on the group, will get into that. Get out into a single elim bracket. There it's BO3 through to the BO5 final. And we had a couple of really standout teams. First among them is, of course, that Maryville University team in Group A, though they also have a terrifying B team elsewhere.
You can see Niles also getting a bit aggressive, trading down. Joyoya has his jungler behind him, forces the flash, but Niles has a TP coming in behind him. Wolfie with the gold card. That's all you need. First blood to Maryville University. Maryville University is knocking on the inhibitor door 12.5 minutes into this game.
Yeah,
And they're still going. Niles, he's going to blast cone under the turret. The blade of the Ruined King to close the gap. And he might even walk away. Loyal does not have the paranoia for another 10 seconds, maybe. He might be able to chase Niles down. He's going to pop the ultimate and turn this one around. There's the stun. There's the one shot. Niles on a killing spree, 5-1-3.
For us, the structure of the tournament was basically just everything that the other teams were doing, but times 2. You know, just running back and forth and, you know, telling one team to wait to draft while I'm drafting for the other team, then I'm quickly flipping to my notes for the other team and just trying to do both.
So Saturday for HUE Fest was the first day. It was group stage and then 1 playoff game. And for group stage, I was pretty confident going in. I knew 3 people out of our group made it through, so obviously we were going to make it, but our matchup against CC was what I was really interested in, because I think they're projected to be a really good school, and I thought our matchup into them would be pretty good. We had a close game that I think a couple of blunders kind of made us lose, but overall I was really happy with how Saturday went.
Alright. So let's identify why this went out, right? So Lily, like level 1, shot ourselves in the foot pretty bad. And then you're Russian neutral, right?
Yeah.
So 2 big things. Ed, what were 2 of the things we were talking about in practice this week, right?
Yeah.
Don't shoot ourselves in the foot early, and we need to be more patient on our neutrals. We don't want to pull it Arizona State, right?
So Saturday, I don't believe I was really worried of any sorts. I knew we could just run through all of the teams that we were going to play that day. It was a pretty easy day, I'd say. We had fun here and there while trying to maintain composure. And just, you know, an overall like relaxed day, I'd say.
You know, outside of a few outliers in group stage, maybe you get a decent team in there. Like it's usually we don't really feel the challenge yet. And that's a kind of theme in collegiate. You don't feel the real challenge until later in playoffs, whatever it is, whether it be, you know, TESPA or CLOL or collegiate tournaments. It kind of just happens that way. It's how the realm works.
Yeah, Saturday was pretty easy. We just had to, pretty much there just to show up and then just do what we're supposed to do. So it was like not hard at all, no hiccups. It's pretty straightforward.
And then going
I don't want to.
Teague, get rid of it.
For content. Dude, what if this bites me? I'm not gonna. I get it. This is embarrassing.
Oh, he's twitching.
Can I show the audience what we found?
Oh my god.
We're gonna save it.
We're not gonna save it.
Yes, we are. It may have been harmed. Okay. It was harmed in the filming of this video by DJ. It was gonna...
It's art now.
I guess so.
It's beautiful.
Incredible and...
Ooh, ooh. Look at this. Look at this.
You learned a lot.
I'm just big brains.
I learned a lot from that.
I knew they were gonna do this. No?
Like Tesla shock
Oh,
human flesh.
there you go.
Okay, guys. Same time tomorrow, 11 a.m.
Man,
We'll meet here.
man, I'm just too goddamn smart. I'm just too goddamn smart.
What was that, sorry?
Yeah, so just give me a little recap on how A and B did today.
You know, so A team went undefeated today, which is, you know, pretty good, but expected, you know. Had some hiccups here and there, but then again, expected. Overall played pretty good as a team. You know, fundamentals are good, tempo's good, pacing's good. B team, you know, we have 2 like pure rookies debuting, and you know they looked pretty solid. Again, hiccups, like that's a much newer team. Our A teams played together for over a year, and this B team's only played together for like less than a month. So, you know, with the amount of time we've had together, their fundamentals are looking pretty okay. Some things we need to iron out. The only game we actually lost today in the program was against a good Columbia College team with a lot of veterans and a lot of experience. You know, so they definitely deserve to win. But you know, our B squad like held in the fight. You know, and you know we looked good against every other team too. So you know, we'll just see how far they can go tomorrow.
Overwatch did as we expected, 3-0 in our matches. We haven't dropped the map yet. Now we're in the second half, pretty much. Home stretch, 3 matches tomorrow. I'm gonna try to keep it undefeated. No matches lost, or no maps lost, excuse me.
Alright, that's it.
Alright. Today we've got our 3 final playoff matches for all 3 of our teams, League of Legends A and B, and then the Overwatch team. League is, right now, if everything goes well, we're signed up for a Maryville versus Maryville finals, which would be probably the first ever for a collegiate event. And then also, we're on Overwatch, we're headed back. It looks like another rivalry matchup with Harrisburg in the finals. So we'll see what happens. We're confident. We're expecting 3 Maryville teams in the finals.
To my will. I'm going to shoot you down. I still love you. I'm on fire.
So day 2 for HUE Fest, we just decided we're gonna one-trick spam. So we're just gonna like put me on Ash and then just pocket me, and then just like, cause there was no other person that could like challenge me in that side of the bracket at all. So we just decided we were just gonna play spam, which is a really mechanical comp, and we just did that the entire day Sunday till finals.
Done. Can we kill Diva?
No one can hide from this.
I can.
All systems check out.
I'm back. I need help on point.
I'm taking the
Alright. On semis, we put in the zoo, they're not going to get a point.
Guys, we just secured top 4 HUE Fest. Let's go. I'm vlog champion right now. Let's get it. I got the Donnie's fries.
Did you learn something though? Right? Okay. Did you learn anything?
Huh?
Did you learn anything?
I learned a lot from that match. You know, I learned that collegiate might just be freelo.
Time to raise my APM. Get through this. I'm going to shoot you down. APM 좀 올려볼까? Heroes up. Shut down. Coming at you.
I'm claiming this is the sure path.
Feeling good.
Hey.
I'm on fire.
Up the tempo.
Victory.
We just played against Utah. Every map was pretty close. Up until the end, of course, we won 3-0. It's actually not that bad. They got better since varsity finals last year.
So what's coming up next?
I was hoping for a rematch against HUE since Shuby got picked up. He's my friend, but looks like he pan over. You can see that he just lost Volskaya, so it's 2-1 Northwood. So we might be playing a new team in the finals here.
On Sunday, yeah, there's This is a unique tournament, right? Because we're always ready for Harrisburg. That's what always happens. We always end up playing Harrisburg, and that's the history of collegiate. I think it's kind of been the deciding factor for tournaments. You know, the Maryvilles versus Harrisburg. So eventually Northwood beat them, and I loved it. Not because they knocked really out Harrisburg, but it's just because, you know, another player in the game kind of thing. And I think Overwatch desperately needs that. Collegiate Overwatch desperately needs that. To not just be two guys playing each other every year for like kind of the trophy. There needs to be more bigger teams coming in that can compete. And I love to see it. I think the players were excited to play someone else in the finals too. So yeah, it was something that more competition is needed.
80's over. And they're struggling. Oh my god. Get him, Tyler. Boom.
Man, dude.
Nice, Nicole. Thank you.
Oh my god, Jupiter. Yeah, and it's over. And it's over.
There's no guys.
No, honestly, this is better than us winning against Harrisburg. Oh my god! Oh!
Oh dear God.
Oh!
I'm so scared.
The time is now. The moment has arrived. The third annual Harrisburg University Esports Invitational Grand Finals, powered by Nerd Street Gamers. We get to see Maryville versus Northwood, the veterans versus the new bloods fight for the #1 spot, the trophy, the $5,000, and most importantly, the glory.
Listeners first, talkers second. Okay? Don't get wrapped up in their bullshit. Talk about what your comp does better than theirs. Burn the fucking riot shield, and we win.
It's 3, Kalman down. There's the Death Blossom to follow up by Dynasty, but it's picked off by Panic in the back. Coalescence getting the double. Cameron on the front. This is going to be an onslaught for Maryville. They will not allow Northwood to take a second map, bringing it to a third round in Busan. And Maryville takes this, but I do have to say, Northwood for sure as heck gave them a run for their money. Coalescence from Panic in the back to fuel the remaining members as the EMP comes out onto 4. Already losing ice is not ideal. Northwood now with the Death Blossom, and Tyler coming in with the EMP is actually going to be the first team so far in this HUE Invitational managing to get rid of this perfect streak from Maryville. Is a primary focus. No longer going to have Mac be the focus because we need to stop this damage from coming out. Kosh up front now with the assistance of Kalman, pushing onto this point. They only need one tick. Kitty now going to get the kill with the Coalescence as Dynasty comes in with a double. The melees are there. Tyler to assist. The tick comes through. The EMP to counter. And that's going to be Maryville falling short in a map of their choice, with Northwood now bringing it to this Titan and entering into a match point on Hybrid. Already near another. There's the self-destruct both sides with the now combination of the Death Blossom as well, drawing attention away with the bomb first and having Horthic coming in the back line to give some extra damage onto that fellow Reaper play. Diving forward now, Horthic just continuing to lay waste to anyone that still remains in this corner now for Maryville is a staple to their position. On the Earth Shatter, is there enough to follow through? But a beautiful sound barrier from Max to keep it alive. The EMP comes out, it's gonna be big. There's more, Akasha's down, but the sound barrier by Morph, as you said it, has been held onto and used to keep Northwood alive in this. Tyler has the EMP of their own, coming back in to bring it with an all 6-man hack. No members with abilities available, and there's only a few remaining for Northwood, but are forced back by the self-destruct. Death Blossom comes in by Horthic. You want to see Maryville complete this under 2 meters. Cameron with the kill, coming on the front side. We look to see the 5th map. The last stragglers need to go down, and we will be seeing Helios with a 2-2 map score. Oh, the Earth Shatter comes in the back, manages to get Panic very low, and Mac goes down, but you have to have somebody touch the point. It's going to reach it, but nobody gets there in time. Northwood manages to prevent it. The frontline Earth Shatter from Akash forces the front line and DPS to give assistance to the supports, so nobody could get to the point quick enough to touch it. I'm switching now. It's going to be Maryville in desperation, sticking to this point, but it's not going to last. Northwood is coming in clutch at the end of it all after a 5 coming out. The Doom missed as well. It is only a hope and a prayer for Maryville to touch this point, and it's not going to matter. Northwood with the focus fire, with the determination. The new blood in the HUE Invitational managed to take the grand finals, the #1 spot, the 5,000, the trophy, and the glory that comes with it for this amazing tournament.
Facing them and losing to them was very heartbreaking for me, and I believe for the rest of the team. I obviously learned a lot of lessons that day, especially that, you know, we can't really be panicking and playing things we've never played before, and just stick to what we know, kinda. I'd rather lose with my current knowledge than the one that I haven't obtained. And yeah, it was just a huge shock for everyone.
After the loss, you know, the guys were understandably disappointed. However, I think this year we're starting to kind of turn the leaf on the team mentality, and I think our attitudes have been better. I think the guys know that it's a long year. This one loss is how frustrating it can be, is just the start of a long year. So I told them, you better learn from this. This is not an excuse to freak out, be disrespectful. I just use this to learn and to grow.
I'll be honest, you just cook all of it to the point where there's no water left. It's really good.
I didn't have time for that. You see, I have a meeting in 5 minutes, and I have no containers or anything. So I kind of just took it off the stove and went with it, you know? I just grabbed the entire thing, and now I have it here.
You just walked it all the way over.
It's pretty good though. Shinyum ramen with some egg, fire.
Wow, Julian's a chef.
Yep, mm-hmm.
Alright guys.
Incremental.
This is our first round.
Always cool.
Nice, I'm gonna take my headset off. This is our first round for today, Illinois Wesleyan. You know, I think we've played these guys a few times, but you know, they don't really have too many games. They don't really have too many games on their history, but you know, just taking off what they ran yesterday, I think we have a pretty good idea as to what we want to do, so we can just piece that together right now.
Guys, dude, wait, get in there. What do you mean? What? Yeah, thank you.
So I guess. So
that stun was bullshit. What are you saying? That stun was bullshit. How's it bullshit? Like, I was right in front of you. No, you can actually destroy you.
Oh, what's up? You know, just get a little pumped before the match.
And teleport comes in from Niles, and a beautiful game out of Maryville. Early, mid, and late will secure them the 2-1 over Illinois Wesleyan and take them out to the semifinals.
It's like they were never gone.
When I was going through the games on Sunday, when we started with our quarterfinal match versus IWU, I knew that we would make it to the finals, but the entire time I was always watching the B team games, because every time I watched their games, I was like, oh man, I really, really want them to win. Like, I think I wanted them to win their matches more than I wanted to win my own matches.
Do most of the work. He's on a killing spree. Does step on a trap, but he has the damage from the Hex Tech to actually shut it down. But he steps on another, and Evan RL says, all right, enough. Now trapped in the pit, is waiting for that 50 caliber net to be able to go over the wall, but the cooldown is not there. Chucky will look to finish him off, but he gets the kill on the shorter range. Evan RL.
So truth be told, based off scrim results and just how we were doing as a team, my expectations lied around top 4 maybe, but I knew if we could just get it together and just focus and play our game that we do really well, and finals was really awesome and kind of surprised me a little bit, yeah.
Crossforce might be lost to the Baron though at this rate. Need to be really careful about that. And Heike Savage being chased down. Teleport in as well. TJ, this fight turning into a disaster quickly.
Ran in trouble, Dinka into the back lines. Dinka finds 2. That's a huge play from the Camille. And the top laner for Maryville gets a triple kill, locking down the fight. guaranteeing them the Baron unless High Heat could do something about it, and Dinka yet again.
Is that if this doesn't go down, and it's not looking like it will. Oh no.
The hook over the wall. That may just be the kill. There's the attempt to save the day. Julian goes in there with a huge charm. Julian, you madman, single-handedly saves his lobster.
Can you find it? The Impale goes down onto Fizzy. Fizzy falls. CJ needs to find a miracle engage. Instead will be knocked up. Hextech Ultimatum keeps him alive for the time being. Spirix has the Shockwave to end it all. The Nexus is the last target remaining. And Maryville will find their way to the finals against themselves.
Go! Oh, let's go! That's a Maryville final every time, baby! We did it! Maryville final! Maryville final!
Of course, I want all 10 players to be in finals. You know, I want to show that Maryville has depth. We're not just one star player, a couple star players, but rather star players within a good system. And you know, I think we proved that, making sure to beat Harrisburg on both sides. And you know, a lot of prep and a lot of hard work went into that week.
So my personal goal for HUE Fest was never really Maryville versus Maryville. It's just taking my team as far as we can go, and if that's finals, that's awesome. If that's top 4, that's good too. But getting Maryville versus Maryville is really, really cool. But my goal was just seeing how far we could go.
Really proud of you guys, all right? Really proud, you know, y'all bounced back. You know, it's hard going down 0-1 in a best of 3 and really pulling it back. You guys played some tough teams. You guys knocked out some good teams, right?
Yes, sir.
So here's what we're gonna do for this finals. Okay? So let's take a couple-minute break, okay? And I am not participating in this finals. I'm not doing draft for anyone. Y'all are just gonna play. Play, have fun. Please don't make it too troll. Like, let's still try to. People are watching. Let's. Hey, listen. Shut up.
Guys,
Shut up.
Surprise. There's money on the line here.
Shut up.
We don't need it. I want to win. You don't need it.
Look, there's still money on the line. There's a difference between first and second place in terms of money. So if you want the money, you need to play to win. And listen, we got a lot of people watching us. This is not in-house. This is not Gulag. Like, we still have a Maryville standard to uphold. All right. So I'm not gonna get on your ass every time there's a weak side death or something like that. Like, I'm not doing that. But just please take it seriously. Okay.
This is HUE Fest 2020, one of the biggest collegiate showdowns here in North America, brought to you by Harrisburg University. We are at the summit of this incredible battle between the final 2 teams remaining, and who better to do the final battle than 2 representatives from the same exact university. That's right.
This summer, one tournament all comes down to one school. Not 2, just 1. Maryville A versus Maryville B. If Maryville A wins, they'll leave their junior varsity counterparts in the dust. And if Maryville B takes the victory, they can go straight to the coaching staff and say, "What the hell, put us on the main roster." Either way, this is gonna be a bloodbath. It's the Maryville Showdown at HUE Fest 2020.
He's iconic there, but now they gotta be careful because Kind Jungle's waiting for him. This 3v3 is about to pop off. Julian misses the ulti there. Flash coming out from Iconic, keeping him safe from that one. Ulti coming through from Kind Jungle, protecting himself from some of the damage coming his way from a long way away. Here comes the Azir with the shuffle on to 2, and now they're through. Value, the double kill coming out now for Evan RL, and now they're looking to make it even more. Wolf gets chased down, a nice Zenith Blade coming out from Julian, but it's only nice if you're on the blue side.
Inca and Spirax are MVPs this game. Oh my god, poor Value's getting abused in the middle lane. Sliver of health remaining.
Here's Julian, and there comes your open up. Oh, the solar flare, praise the sun, baby. Julian secures the kill after Evan RL's ulti is interrupted, and Maryville B can do no wrong. If that wasn't a 13,000 gold lead, that could have been the comeback there for Maryville A, but Maryville B, they knew what kind of muscles they were flexing. They knew exactly how much power they had to go in and make this one happen. And with Dinka and Evan RL still alive, that will be all she wrote, my friends. Game number 1 in stylish fashion goes over to Maryville B.
So for B team, we knew if we just played like a standard game, a kind of slow game, we'd probably get destroyed. So game one, we just said our jungler Kind wanted to play Zen Zhao, so sure, let's just fight him, let's skirmish, let's try to just beat him early, and surprisingly enough, we did, and we kind of stomped them game one.
Yeah, I think the reason why we dropped game one was just like, we were going in, we were vibing, we hadn't played for a while, and they had just come off of a big, energetic win versus the Harrisburg A team. So like, I went in and I was just kind of like chilling, and I think everyone was just chilling, and they just kind of went crazy with it. They went balls to the wall, and I mean, we just were kind of asleep at the wheel the first game.
Iconic's got it down to about a third of its HP. Nice smite from Kind Jungle, stopping Iconic from getting away with it. Spearaxe maybe going in here. Julian, beautiful three-man knock up into the chain CC. Will they be able to have enough to do it? That's two already down. Shockwave's gonna miss. Wolf on the run. Julian looking to get himself away. MNRL gonna be called down. Damage coming through from Shady X marks the spot. Is it gonna be two? No, it's not. Shady now going to be taken out. More damage being piled on to Niles. Good golly, Miss Molly. That's what we needed. Iconic and Shady coming around from the side. Kind wants to get himself out. It was a Baron going over to the B squad, but the purple will be wiped from the map. It will not matter. The ace for the Hacker and the ace for the A team. And the push for the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, esports fans of all ages.
We're going to game 3.
I mean, part of the reason why I wanted to just kind of be like hands off and just let the players play in the finals was because I felt like it can be seen as like a reward for them to play and have fun versus one another. Usually finals is the most stressful match, but for this one it was actually probably the least stressful out of any of the playoff matches. So I just wanted them to have fun with it. I wanted them to understand that what they accomplished was not common, and I wanted them to understand that they're a like good group of guys in order like for them to get there and for them to accomplish that. So I just wanted them to just purely enjoy it, no pressure or anything like that.
The Pantheon is alive, but the Callista is not. Value is godlike, and that's the tale of this story. A double kill over to Ezreal. All the kills coming up. The ace over to the Graves, and ladies and gentlemen, you knew it coming into the game that Maryville was going to win, but we didn't know which one. It's the A team.
Let's go. All right, nice. Good. The moment I showed. He said, why pick me yesterday? Nice. Nice. All right.
Yeah, nice work, everyone. Long day. Go get some rest. We're going to take a day or two off.
All right. It might not be a LAN, but this is the only time we can shake hands. Good game. Good gaming.
I'll shake hands 6 feet away. So.
Yeah, fuck off.
But that's just cringe, Shady. Shots? What?
Yeah, y'all still walk out
Game.
with $500 a piece. So not bad. Not bad.
Good game, brothers.
Guess I'm the only one who knows sportsmanship around here. I don't know, it's kind of cringe. Happens.
Is it sportsmanship or not social business?
I think my goals is just working on individual growth as a player and as a person, focusing on finishing up my degree eventually, and I think just doing the best I can and helping train our new players and just making Maryville stronger through and through. I think it's pretty natural for me to want to start on the main team. I'm a very competitive person. I've been playing League forever. So that's kind of the ultimate goal, but I'm not tunnel visioning on that. It comes in self-improvement, you know, physically, mentally, in game, out of game. So it's just self-improvement first, and then I should be able to see the results off that.
Yeah, so I've been looking at a lot of the Upsurge Premier League teams, and a lot of collegiate teams are playing, so I'm really happy about that. I think it's really good to get collegiate competition throughout the year. This is something that we didn't have really last year, because we had HUE Fest and then basically nothing for the rest of the first semester. So I'm looking forward to competing against the other collegiate teams especially, and UPL, and showing them that, you know, we're the best, everyone knows it. Everyone knows that, you know, HUE Fest wasn't a fluke or anything like that, so just looking to continue our dominance, and yeah, hopefully people can step up to the challenge.
Judy, how much work will you take shots? It will only help you if you're one.
I just need to do one more and I'm good.
All right.